You ever been around somebody that's like, man, I think you'll be good at this. Man, I think you'll be good at that. When purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And when you don't know who you are, you're like a piece of clay laying down, waiting for somebody to come mold into what they want it to be, because you don't have enough faith, courage, and strength in yourself to mold yourself into what you want to be. So you allow others to do it. And that's the reason why a lot of us are doing the wrong things. What's up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everybody? How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Listen. Part 2 on our Clubhouse meeting was super nice, man. We talked about how to build a successful Instagram, social media brand, YouTube, all that stuff. But what was interesting about today's session, or our previous session, we talked about identity and image. Because one thing that I realized is a lot of people, they try to build brands, but they don't know who they are. You know what it's like? It's kind of like you gonna build a house without a blueprint. Your brand is, your identity is a blueprint to who you are. And who you are is the key to building a brand. So those are some of the things we talked about. Now you guys know my laptop is right here. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of the notes. And then, you know, some things that you guys can take away with. And remember, if you like this information, hit the thumbs up. Share with a friend, because my goal is to really help unleash and unlock those wonderful, powerful, world-changing brands. And I can't do that if I keep everything that I learned to myself. So here's just some information for you guys, and I hope you guys like it. So one of the things, now remember, this is a culmination of what some of the things that I said and some of the things that the other speakers said. So this is just a recap of what all of us said. Do not create a false image of who you are for the sake of other people. Now, that is very interesting to me, because sometimes, y'all know, we all done it. Listen, I did it when I was in high school, okay? I remember, if I find a picture, I'm going to throw it up there. I remember I had, I don't even remember the brand name, trying to put my do-rag on, but I got my hood on, trying to look all cool. A lot of us sometimes show a false representation of who we are to attract people that really don't even like us. So one thing that I'll say to that is, make sure that when we are posting our image of who we are, post your true self. Now, the reason a lot of us don't want to post our true selves is because sometimes that takes longer, that takes harder, that takes more work. And it's easy to get on when you posting a fake picture of yourself, or a fake image, or a fake story. But sometimes it's important that we show people our authentic self. The next thing we talk about is sometimes we can lead while we're bleeding. And that stuck with me a lot, because when you create a false identity, it will allow people to see a false reality. And when you lead with your true self, you're gonna bleed, because people don't like transparency. People don't like authenticity. They say they do, but the more you lead with your authentic self and you have no care in the world, or in another note, you don't give two hoots what people think about you, people nitpick at you. So you gotta be realizing, as you walk this journey of leadership, of brand identity, it's not gonna be peaches and cream. You walking into a jungle where animals are ready to attack you. And it's gonna take courage and strength for leaders to walk with blood still in their veins. Even if it's spilling, get some peroxide and keep on going. Another thing we was talking about is sometimes our insecurities can stop us from showing that there is no value in the world. How many of y'all, and I'm gonna raise my hand because I've done it, have been insecure about who you are, about what you're doing, and then you see other people and you be like, they not better than me. How come they on? Why come they get this opportunity, but I don't get it? Your insecurities can stop you. It will make you sit in the seat knowing that you're supposed to be helping, but because you are insecure about who you are and you don't have the courage, you're not willing to get out of the seat and change the world. And I'm here to tell you, if you stay insecure, there are people that will be unlocked through your journey. And the longer you wait, the more they will be in chains and in bondage. That's why it's important that we don't allow ourselves to be insecure, but we're supposed to be secure in ourselves, secure in our image, secure in what we do. And if that causes us to lose friends, to lose people, it doesn't matter. You gotta have enough confidence in yourself to get started. There's a story about these 12 people that seized this land, and out of the 12, only 2 of them say, man, we can conquer this, we can do it. And the other 10 say, we can't do that, we like grasshoppers to them. And when you think about it, right, there's people on your journey that is not feeding you the right confidence. And that's the reason why you can't conquer what you was promised, because you are not around the right people. So sometimes our insecurities can come from our environment, from our family, from our friends. So one thing that I challenge you to do when it comes to your insecurities, when it comes to not being your full self, ask yourself, am I around the right people who are feeding to my insecurities, or are they feeding to my courage? Because I'm telling you today, I was insecure about doing something. Yes, I have a successful Instagram. I was insecure about doing a food festival. I didn't think it could be done. My team gave me the courage when I didn't see it in myself. And do y'all know we had over 800 people registered? I didn't believe in myself, but they did. That's why you need the right people. So it's just so many great gems to this. I might have to make it just a part 2. The next thing, it says, what makes you awkward is what makes you great. Embrace your awkwardness. Now, I know a lot of times we see people, we be like, they being weird, but guess what? They being themselves. And when you be yourself, people accept who you are, and then people embrace who you are. And if they don't, it don't even matter, because you love yourself. And if people don't accept who you are, that's okay. And these principles are key, because you can't build without knowing who you are, without being secure in yourself. Because if you not, you will get to the top, you'll be successful, but deep down inside, you'll be in pain. You'll be a public success, but a private failure. Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like to do all these great things in the community, but deep down inside, you don't trust and believe in yourself. I've been there, and I know what it's like. So don't go building with those type of mindsets and attitudes. Trust me, it is very, very important. Another key thing, solidify the foundation of who you are, because people will try to mold you into the foundation of who you are. Now, I know we done been in this. You ever been around somebody that's like, man, I think you'll be good at this. Man, I think you'll be good at that. When purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And when you don't know who you are, you're like a piece of clay laying down, waiting for somebody to come mold it into what they want it to be, because you don't have enough faith, courage, and strength in yourself to mold yourself into what you want to be. So you allow others to do it. And that's the reason why a lot of us are doing the wrong things, because we didn't allow our parents, we didn't allow our friends, we didn't allow our history, we didn't allow our family history to tell us what we should be doing. Do what you are supposed to be doing. Mold yourself. Ask yourself right now, pause this video and write down a question. Am I the person that I want to be, or am I the person that they want me to be? I guarantee you, if the answer is no, I want you to stop right now, and under that, I want you to write how you will change and make an effort to being the person that you want to be. Because if you don't, people will continue to abuse you. You will get in the wrong business deals, the wrong business moves, the wrong pages. You will help the wrong people. You will date the wrong people, because you don't know who you are. And that's why identity and image is so important. It's so important. Because guess what? The power of storytelling is a blessing. And your pain will release healing in others through your story. But guess what? How you going to tell your story if you don't know who you are? How you gonna tell your story if you're not being the person that you want you to be and not nobody else? Remember, you are the clay, and you have the power to mold yourself into what you want to be. And you can't let others do it. So, and I know it's hard, but having an important story is important. And the last thing I will say is, if we don't establish our identity before building it, it will hurt us. Because you are not validated by the numbers, you are validated by your purpose. And if you don't know why you're doing it, get out of it. So if you don't know why you're doing something, get out of it. I want you, at the end of this video, to go to the nearest mirror, look at yourself, and ask yourself, honestly and truly, are you being the person you are supposed to be? Because if the answer is no, everything you build will not have a right blueprint, and you will be building an effective house on defective land. And what does that mean? Because when the storm comes, you're not going to last. And we all know when things get bad, you ain't going to be able to be built for it. A storm gets rid of the dead things. So what you think going to happen to you if you build an effective brand with a dirty image? That's why I'm telling you guys, it's so important to get your image. But I hope that you guys learned something from this lesson today. If you do not know who you are in your image, that's okay. I didn't know. And guess what? Once I found out, I started Black People Eats. And I was able to be more joyful and more happy. But you can't build a brand until you know who you are. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this was able to help you in some way, leave a comment below. But I'm big on information leads to transformation. Don't watch this video to be informed. Watch this video to be transformed. And with that being said, email info@blackpeopleeats.com. If you have decided today that you are going to take the courage to be who you're supposed to be and be who you called to be, and not allowing somebody to mold you who they want you to be. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm looking forward to doing the next video, and I'll see you guys on next week.